Morning, this is Bye Bye Money, and today is November 23rd, and welcome to making $500 a day solely scalping the ES only using one setup, the two-legged pullback. The two-legged pullback is a pure price action strategy, and it's a pattern that looks like this. One pullback, first entry, second pullback, and we like to enter into the second entry. So this is also known as a second entry, also known as an ABC pattern. So it has many names, but essentially it is this pattern here, ABC, and we like to enter into the second entry here, thinking the market will reverse. And the reason why we look for this setup is because it's such a high probability trade. As we know, according to Al Brooks, the market likes to move in twos, and so two-legged pullback, the market makes two attempts upwards, and typically after the second attempt at something, the institutions and traders feel more confident to enter into their positions. And so, you have the same concept with double bottoms, double tops. This is a two-legged pullback, two moves in one direction, and looking for a reversal here. My chart setup is very minimal here, and I just have a couple indicators. I have the that was a two-legged pullback that just made a point as I'm doing this. The ABC, it makes a point, scalps a point, but I'm actually recording this at the end of the day. As you can see, I already have my total here on the top right of your screen. The reason being is because I don't always have time to do the introduction, and yeah, so I have to do it sometimes afterwards. But yep, that's my that's my end day profit, and so stick around to see the live commentary that I have waiting for those setups and what I'm thinking about. Let's see here. Yeah, so my chart, I just have a couple indicators. I have the 20 EMA, which is a solid blue line. I have the 240 SMA, and also have this custom indicator I made that counts legs and also identifies what kind of leg it is. Dark red, dark green numbers are two-legged pullbacks. Also tells you the upcoming leg, what type it is, plus the number. Gives you also the tick count. And also magenta boxes here are traps. Shows you traps, identifies traps for you. So let's see here. I trade the 10K chart. I call it the 10K chart, but it's actually the 10,946 tick chart. Seems like a random number, but that is a Fibonacci number closest to 10,000. And so I trade the 10K or the 10,946. I refer to as a 10K chart, much easier to say. And also use the 2584, which is also a Fibonacci number, closest to 2,000. And so I like to trade the 2584, which I refer to as a 2K chart, and also the 5-minute chart, which charts time. And Al Brooks uses the 5-minute chart, so I like to mimic the best. And also it helps to find confluence between the price action with the time chart and also the tick chart. So you get the price action of both price and volume, and also time and price, or price and time. So that's my chart setup. If you want to know, how I, make these lines and my settings for NinjaTrader, I have a playlist you can look at in my channel, and be under NinjaTrader settings, or I have a clip in a playlist for beginners, but the clip is called NinjaTrader settings. Let's see. My setup right now is I just look for the two-legged pullback at key areas, and I trade 5 contracts, 5 ES contracts at a time, and each scalp is $250. So with 2 scalps in a day, I can make $500 a day. So, um, you know, I take whatever setups that are good out there, and so I don't necessarily always make $500 a day. Sometimes I make more, and I might make less if if there are no setups there. But typically, you get about 5 or 6 very good setups in a day, and so um, yeah, hopefully, at least on average, I can make at least $500 a day. Well, feel free to stick around, and you know, you can see my live commentary on my trades throughout the day. I also like to mention, the reason why I haven't been posting is because I've been trying to set up a distribution for this indicator, and I know, the number one question I get is where can I get this indicator with the numbers, right? That counts legs for you, identifies two-legged pullbacks, gives you the next leg. Also gives you an alert if a two-legged pullback is about to happen. And so, um, I'm setting that up to, release it to you guys, and I've been focusing on that. So I might not be as consistent releasing videos. I've just been working on the code a little bit more to make it a little more friendly for you guys. Added the alerts, and also having to set stuff up for licensing. So that's kind of why I've been kind of a little more sporadic, but hopefully after I set up all of this distribution, I can get back to more consistent trading here. But right now the focus is to try to get this script out to you guys, and hopefully you guys can reap its benefits. But yep, that's it for the introduction, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the video.
Order submitted. Order canceled. Order submitted. Order filled.
Two-legged pullback here. A, B, C.
Target filled.
Off the bottom of this descending channel. With this pivot, this pivot. The two-legged pullback on the 5-minute on the 20 EMA here. A, B, C. Need a fairly decent looking signal bar. This is too bullish at the moment. I'm probably expecting maybe another push up here. Okay, this is a terrible signal bar. We need a better signal bar than this. Maybe something with a wick. If the wick is really large, then it's not necessarily bearish. It could be a trading range within that wick. So we want it maybe like 3 to 4 points. A wick, 3 to 4 points, and the candle ending near its low. That's what I'm looking for the ideal setup. We'll see what we get. What's scary here is that the reason why I really want a good signal bar is because this is actually very bullish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Currently 6 bullish candles. Alright, 5 out of 6 candles are bullish, all ending on its high. Even when this broke down, it reversed and ended on its high, showing strong momentum from the bulls. When you see coordination like that with the bulls, they're all in. There's a lot of bulls present here. Whenever you see coordination, it's the price action tells you what's happening here. So I would need a really good signal bar here for me to consider this A, B, C. The context is good. What's against you is the price action before it gained to 20 EMA, showing very bullish behavior. Makes the signal bar even more important. But 3 more minutes to form on the signal bar. Gotta wait till it finishes. If this bar has any bullishness in it, any green in it, I'm not going to go into it. If this body has any green, It's weakening. Bears are getting ready to jump in here. Still have 1 more minute. 1 more minute on this candle to form. I think almost every bear that's watching the market is seeing this. Two-legged pullback. I just need this to close underneath the last bar's close. I need to close underneath this. Priming up my order.
Order submitted.
$15 more seconds. $5 more seconds.
Order filled.
I went in too early. No! Oh no, went in too early. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Good signal bar here. For reverses, we take the hit. It's a very good setup here.
Target filled.
That's like a greater 90% chance trade right there. Patience is everything. Oh, I went a little too early. I thought I was going to reverse, but I made the point anyways. It actually went down. That's like timing. You got to time. That's hard to time, man. Point made. As you can see with the magenta box, it's a trap. A, B, C, two-legged pullback. Fails to make a point after the pullback. So that was a continuation pattern of this downtrend. limit bulls at the close, the previous bar. This closed one tick above this bar, so the bears are now out, break even. 2,000 more ticks. $2,500 more ticks. It wants to close. It wants last trading day's close. Priming up my order here. This trap. $1,000 more ticks almost. It's pretty close to.
Order filled.
Alright, I'm in the trap.
Target filled.
Alright, trap filled. The reason why I didn't want to go long there is because on the 5-minute, you're competing against this solid red bar, bear bar. And that's exactly where this bottom is. So I just didn't know how many bulls there really were going to be. Plus, it didn't come to my key area. I was off by 1.5 points. It might touch the key area now, where I'd be interested in along now. Okay, hit the key area, bottom of this descending channel, confluence between this and the 5-minute at the moment. This is going to reverse sharply, most likely reverse sharply, or give me some sort of double bottom something. Came and touched the bottom of the descending channel before reversing here. Hope it doesn't blow its load. I want it to be a good signal bar, not overlapping this bar too much here. So all the stop losses got hunted here, got triggered, reversing. People are going to be pissed when this reverses. Bears or the bulls are going to be pissed once this reverses. Those who are scaling in will scale in here, double their position. Hopefully making this shoot upwards. Let me get a good signal bar here. A decent signal bar at least. If it's a full body bear bar, too much range. Okay, so we are reversing here with 3,000 more ticks. It's two-legged pullback. A, B, C. It's more of a second entry than two-legged pullback. When you think of pullback, you think like, here's a trend, then it pullbacks, but regardless, it's a second entry because there's a two-legged move essentially still.
Order submitted.
Priming up my order here. Bulls will come in with double position here. I won't even look for retracement. Bulls will come at double position to get out break even for those who are stuck up here. 1,000 more ticks. 800, 700, 620, 500. 469. Time this well.
Order filled.
Alright, I'm in. Bulls are here at double position to get out break even.
Target filled.
So look at this. They're gonna come. They're here. Those bulls who are here are now out break even with a double position, and they made money. So that's how I knew this was gonna pop up. And the bulls here who got stopped out right here are pissed off now. That's trading right there. Market is a vicious place. They're out to take your money, take it from everyone. They're out to take your money. Reverses, because everyone now who were trapped here made their profit by doubling their position here, so they not only made a point here, let's see here, the midway point, right? They not only came out break even but made profit, and they all sold, because they got their position. They didn't wait till it got actually to their break even spot, because that's what they entered in with a double position. You didn't have to enter with a double position. It could just been single position, come out break even. But those who entered double made money. That's why you see this spike. You saw a spike up here. The reason I know that is because that's exactly what I would have done if I was stuck here.
Order submitted.
A, B, C pattern.
Order filled. Target filled.
Didn't like the look of that. Just got out. Skunked my trade. Did not like the look of that. Gonna wrap up here. It's 350, and I'm up $1,312.50. Gonna go over my trades here that I took today and my reasoning behind them, just a trade review. I mean, obviously I have the live commentary as well, so, but this is just summing it all up at one time. So I have a two-legged pullback right here. This is the 10K chart. Two-legged pullback, really nice signal bar here, right on the 20 EMA. It made my point. That was right at 9:30, and so that was right at the open. I made a point right there. Also, I took this trap here. This is a trap because this is a A, B, C, and it tries to make a two-legged pullback, make a scalp, but it misses it by 1 tick. It only makes 4 ticks. To make a scalper's profit, you need 5 ticks. 1 tick for the stop entry and 4 ticks for the point. And it fails to do so and reverses, and so I was waiting here on the trap trade here. So I took this trap, scalped out. And the reason why I waited for the trap instead of the two-legged pullback, instead of entering here, I was waiting for the trap because the price didn't hit my key area that I was looking for, which was last trading day's close, which is this red line. So it failed to hit it, got close, missed it by 1.5 points, and then it tried to make a two-legged pullback. And to me, this strong bear bar warranted it testing this red line here, last trading day's close. So I wanted to wait till it hit that. I could have missed a point, could have made a point, but I still would have waited longer for it to hit this. So we got two-legged pullback coming here right before the close of the day. That was my alarm when it gets near two-legged pullback. Not really interested at this moment. 2 big bull bars here, riding above the 20 EMA in this uptrend here. Barely enough space. I don't think it has enough space to make a point, even if it does break down here. Anyways, yeah, so that sound was the alert I have when two-legged pullbacks are about to form. So that was my second trade, or really I'm just going over all my 10K trades and now going to my other time frame. So, but my 10K is my bread and butter right now. So I also took this two-legged pullback, A, B, C, and very nice signal bar, very nice context. It hit my key area right there, which is what I was waiting for this whole time, and finally reverses and I scalped the point very easily there. So that was my 3 trades. I tried to scalp out here, which I could have scalped. So here's a two-legged pullback, but I skunked this trade. I stopped out early. I stopped out break even, or actually I scalped out at 1 tick. So I entered 1 tick below this, and I got out at 50 cents. The reason why is because I just didn't feel right. It was just kind of floating in the middle. It was enough space to the 20 EMA, but I just didn't think there was enough here to make me want to go in this trade. And actually, once it started the down leg, it spiked back up, came all the way back up here, and it came back down. And so it wouldn't have stopped you out up here, but I just didn't like the price action. The moment it triggered, it kind of just hovered, about 3 ticks down, and I just didn't like that. Typically scalps, I just like it to finish quickly, but I just saw it kind of oscillating really quick, about 3 ticks in, and I just skunked out. I would have made my point. So, but at the end, I just didn't, re-looking at it, I just didn't think it was a good. Actually made a point here. That's a risky trade in my opinion. I don't know. But it does make a point here. So that was my skunk trade. That's why I have like this odd number ending the day, because I made 1 tick. Also made a trade on a 2584, my 2K chart, and so this is around 10:30, and I took a trade right here. So it's two-legged pullback, A, B, C. It was hitting the bottom of this wick. Also, I got rid of this because it was getting kind of busy in this chart, but if you make a channel here, it hits the bottom of this descending channel right at this double bottom area. So I took this scalp here, two-legged pullback as well. And my final trade I'll go over is a two-legged pullback here. This is around 11 o'clock on the 5-minute chart. So having multiple time frames gives you more opportunities, obviously. So that's why I like to have the time frames, find confluence, plus to find more two-legged pullbacks. A, B, C. Amazing signal bar here. I was waiting for that signal bar on the 20 EMA, and then scalp the point out. Could have scalped way more, but you know, I'm just focusing on scalps, getting in and out. You know, that's what this strategy entails, and sticking to one strategy, one setup, the two-legged pullback. And so that's my trades for today. Hope it's been helpful, and as always, happy trading and God bless.